So recently, this game, No, I'm Not a Human, fully released. I remember there's like a demo and shit. And I just wanted to point out that like I don't know if like I've seen some people point this out, but I've never seen like a compiled area of all of this. A lot of this game is just like stolen and traced artwork. I see a lot of people like they'll comment it, and people will be like, "Oh, it's inspiration, it's reference images." I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm just showing you what I noticed. Also, I know it's fucking bizarre to use Counter Strike Surf gameplay in 2025, but I don't know what the fuck to use as the background for this. I just felt like pointing this out, and I don't want it to be like a black screen. Also, I'm not an artist. Like I said, form your own opinions on what you see. If you think all this is fine, I don't fucking care. That's fine. I mean, I think it's a little odd. But I'm also not an artist. I don't really know if I'm allowed to speak in this field. I know a lot of artists use like reference images and stuff, but I don't know how normal it is to just trace a lot of your game and also just paste images you don't have the rights to. You'll see what I'm talking about. The reason I got kind of interested in this in the first place was because I saw the demo going around and I saw this character, which is the first character I'm going to talk about, the Pale Man, and I was like, the second I saw it, I had one thought, which is that's the drawing of Judge Holden I've seen all the time. They just stole that. I mean, you can make your own conclusions. Here they are side by side. I don't know. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's a reference image." You know, they used it to kind of know how to draw this. In my head, this is just like the same. This is like I don't know. Maybe this is okay. I don't know. This is just weird to me. Now, the next thing I want to discuss with this character is this photo of his character outside when you look out the window. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm like pretty certain that this is just this photo of Christian Bale from The Machinist stretched out. I mean, they have the same kind of bones and like you can see. I don't know. Make your own conclusions based on what I show. The next one I want to point out is completely undeniable. It involves the cashier lady. This is her pose when she's inside of her house, and this is the thing that they just traced. I mean, you actually cannot deny this. This is objectively what happened. The next one's another undeniable one. I'm just gonna show it right here. They just took this photo and just pasted it on this drawing. I mean, they probably just like drew around it. I don't think they really pasted it, but I mean, come on. I know Daniel Larson is a horrible person and he's in prison, so maybe you could justify it like that. You know, who really cares about this dude? But it's still like kind of weird. I don't know. Here's the next one. This one is maybe they didn't copy it, but I'm like pretty certain they did. I'm gonna show the photos right now. Make your own conclusion. They look almost completely identical, but maybe it's a coincidence. I don't really know. I'm just gonna fly through the next one too. It's just another tracing thing. Here they are side by side. This is undeniable. They just traced this photo. So yeah. Here's another trace example. I'm just gonna show this one really quick again because there's a lot of these. Here's another tracing example. Just straight up, just trace this photo. Kind of like the others. Going back to the wiki, I was gonna say this at the end, but honestly, I'm just gonna say it now. A lot of the findings from this video are directly from the No, I'm Not a Human fandom wiki. So go check that out. Shout out to all the people who, contributed and shit. You guys are you helped a lot in this video. Here's another tracing example right here. Again, obvious, no denying this one. So yeah. I don't really feel like showing these ones because, like, I'd say it's kind of normal in this kind of shit, but, a pretty decent amount of the characters are just, like, direct, like, inspirations. They kind of drew their own interpretation of various Russian celebrities and some like American celebrity. It's whatever. I mean, there's very obvious inspiration to a lot of them, but also that's just me reaching to make my point drive further. That's whatever. To end off this video, I just want to say, like, make your own conclusions based on what you see today. Don't let me sway you in any direction. It's based on your own morality of tracing and your own what you think of art or the amount. It's a very nuanced topic. There's no right or wrong. I think outside of the tracing, they made a really good game that has a really cool aesthetic and drawings and everything about it it's a cool concept and everything. It's up to you if you think this amount of tracing or just taking images is okay. It's whatever. This is not to bash the company. I'm just kind of like pointing out like that I personally think it's a little weird. I just think it's kind of wrong. But I don't know. I'm not an artist, like I said.